Oh, crap. Fuck that one up.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time.
Wanda and Vision, aren't we a five-pair?
Our story.
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from...
Move from where?
Oh, damn, what the hell?
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time.
Wanda and Vision, aren't we a five-pair?
Our story.
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from...
Move from where? Married when? Damn it, why?
Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Wanda, can you read me? Can you read me? Wanda, can you read me? Who's doing this to you?
Are you here to help us?
Deep in the dark, your kiss spilled through.
Is this really happening?
Like days of old.
We just don't know what to expect.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of WandaVision Roundtable. Yeah, I know I kind of fucked that up at the beginning, man. I was trying to take off the overlay, and then I clicked the other intro, and I was like, shit. Whatever. It's what it is. We got the usual suspects in the house, so we're going to go around before we start it off. Comic Divisions, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Hey everybody, how's it going? You can find me on Minds as well as Twitter at Comics Vision, as well as my own channel on the YouTubes, which is called Comics Vision.
Great. Danny Graham, back at it with us again. Good to have you back, brother. Talk
Thank
to the
you.
people, sir.
I'm gonna make a shameless plug. You start going coffee, Java over your cookies or the damn best. I've been eating this shit all damn day.
Guys,
but
let's do this, guys, before Danny goes. I want you guys to go back to all of Danny's streams and find out one where he's not eating anything.
gotta keep my strength up, man. I'm a growing boy.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm Danny. I am very thankful and glad Anzo invited me to the show. He came up with this idea probably about 3 weeks ago. He was saying that he's going to do the roundtable for WandaVision. I'm going to do the roundtable for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Chris is going to do the roundtable for Loki. That was an excellent idea. Wasn't able to join last week. I saw some things that was disturbing. So I'm here to try to speak for a certain group of people that feel differently than most of the panel. So I'm going to sit back into the cut and wait my time patiently, and then we'll see what I'm thinking.
Great. I can't wait to hear what you and JJ have to say. JJ, you're up. You're muted. Oh, you're not muted. You just haven't said anything yet.
He's just shaking his head.
What the hell is there to say? This show sucks. All right, show's over.
Shots fired.
This is gonna be great.
Next stream, please. So, what's going on, everybody? You know me. I'm your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit of everywhere. You can find me here on Sunday nights. You can find me later on tonight on Hotstar's channel for Name That Tune for the season 4 opener. You can find me on my channel on Mondays for my weekly live stream, Randomness at its Finest. You can find me Tuesday night on Big Afford Entertainment, which is right here, with Anzo Hodges, Danny Graham, Chris Knight, Eli Hoo when he decides he wants to show up, LDG Pixels, and Geishkar for the Chaos List. And Thursday nights back around to Chris Knight's channel to the Weekly Rumble, which right now we're in the middle of the Tournament of Champions. I was the top scorer, the top scorer of round one. And I advanced to the finals along with Anzo Hodges right here. So next week, no, not next week. This week,
this week is them. Next week is us again.
Next week we'll see who me and Anzo go against. And it's great to see everyone. Comics, Danny, Geishkar, Positive Candor. What's going on, guys? Let's talk about this shit show, will we?
Yes, we will. And just before we start up again, just so you know, and when Chris comes on, we'll let him know I was almost robbed on that episode of Royal Rumble, but we'll get into that another time. Geishka, you're next.
Yes, Geishka from the Basketball Scenario. You can catch me here on Sundays on the Roundtable. You can also find me on the Chaotic Conversation with Danny Graham tomorrow, as well on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. for the Chaos List, and Wednesdays 7 p.m. Rule of Three, and then back at 9 for the OOC. So yeah, tune in, and that's where you can find me. The chat, thank you for checking up on us again. Oh, I stumbled there.
Next up in the house, we have Mr. Positive Candor. Last week, Mr. Candor, you gave us some information that made me think. So I hope you got some stuff for us today. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
All right. Positive Candor. My YouTube channel is Positive Candor, and on Twitter, Positive Candor. And yeah, I got more stuff to probably blow your mind. But anyway, we'll talk when we get to it.
Great. Chris and LDG are just finishing up some things, so they'll be in here soon. But we're going to start it off, and when they come in, they can just put in their 2 cents. So what we do is we start off of what we liked from this episode, or actually what you thought about the episode in general. Comics, you go ahead and start what you think, man.
I think they did a really good rendition of the Brady Bunch. This episode was set in the 70s, so we had a 70s sitcom. It was again, the acting was done very well. The plot, it's not bad. It's like I said, it's a sitcom, that's kind of thing. But we saw a ratcheting up of kind of the weirdness that is going on in the episode. The lady that plays Monica Rambeau was fantastic. I thought you had some really good kind of funny sitcom moments, and I'm interested to see how all this plays out.
Me too. I'm very excited for that. Here we go. Danny.
Yes, sir. What did I like about it?
No, we'll do that next. Overall,
what I thought about it?
Yeah.
Silverback gorilla shit.
I thought he was gonna say his favorite thing was when it ended.
Favorite thing is that it's a Marvel property.
Wow, that's it. That's all. Nothing.
I'm stretching with that.
JJ. He's coming.
There the hell you want?
Overall, thoughts on the episode?
It sucked.
So, since you and Danny weren't here last week when we did the first 1 and 2, and I'll ask Danny that after 2, any thoughts on the first 2 episodes?
It sucked.
I'm kind of detecting a theme here.
Me too. Me too.
Let me tell you how I feel about this. Okay.
Go ahead, Danny.
There's an old Southern saying that they're going around your elbow to get to your ass. They're going around their elbow literally on this story, on this approach to this story to get to their ass. Because give me a few minutes. This is what I would have preferred to see. Nick Fury would have come on the scene and say, look, Wanda is off the grid. We had lost contact with her for several months. Vision body is missing. But we were able to detect with my friends in Sword that she has created some kind of artificial dimensional world, and we're trying to go in there and get her out and relocate her and try to get help to her and see what's going on. That's all they had to do, and we would have been all caught up. Not carrying no fucking Easter egg basket and binoculars and looking around and trying to find this and figure out that. That's all they had to do. In my opinion, would have made it a whole lot simpler. Because I am now 50 years old. I done seen the Brady Bunch, Leave It to Beaver, Bewitched. I don't want to see that shit again. So to me, this approach sucks. Now, will the payoff be awesome? It may be. And if it is, I'll say, okay, it was awesome. I did the same thing with Stargirl. But right now, this is a shit sandwich. I don't want no part of it.
I'll second that because, like I said, I'm going to watch this crap, in hopes that it gets better. Okay? But right now, I'm not a fan of it. And I watched this again, and I noticed something. I even rewound it to look at something. Maybe it's something that I should have caught. One little piece when Wanda's sitting on the couch and Vision sits down next to her, kind of glitches. Now he's standing back up again.
Yeah.
I'm like, the hell?
Again, that was one of the Easter eggs and trying to show you that things aren't what it seems.
Yeah, but see, I understand that, but I don't understand why, because I'm not following what's going on with the story. Is Wanda trapped in her own mind, or trapped somewhere else, or by someone else? I have no clue.
That's the thing I kind of like about it, though, is there's that element of mystery to it. Yeah, it kind of gives.
I get that part of it. But let me ask.
Okay, I don't mind the mystery. I don't. I really don't. But present it in a different or better way.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Danny?
Sorry, Danny.
I may ask y'all. So right now, correct me if I'm wrong. They're trying to hide the fact that they got superpowers from their friends, right?
And
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so when she's pregnant, Vision runs at super speed, gets the doctor, runs him back at super speed to deliver the baby that Rambo woman already delivered. Then he goes into the kitchen talking about, damn, I was fucking flying or something. And then the second baby comes and he don't even deliver the baby. So what was the purpose of exposing their secret when he wasn't even useful?
We will get into all of that because again, there's a lot of stuff in there that I was noticing and I was checking out. But yeah, we'll see, and I'll tell you. Gaishka, you're up.
I liked it a little bit less than the last episode, honestly. It's really a slow burner for me. I'm starting to get to me a bit that it's not progressing fast enough. But I still like the element of the mystery, right? The whole situation with like the neighbors know what's going on and stuff. I like the fact that they're aware of who they are, right? That's what you found out on this episode. So I like how it's slow, but I like what we got. Those little teases, what we got, plus a few Easter eggs. We'll get back to that later. But overall, I liked it.
We got some good Easter eggs in this one too. Positive candor.
Yes.
Overall thoughts on the episode.
Overall, this is, again, and I can understand why people are kind of upset, but this series is a major slow burn, basically. You're going to get stuff revealed little by little, and only by basically knowing what the hell the Easter eggs are about is the only way you're going to really know what the hell is going on right now. So, if you're not into the lore of the comics and other stuff, then you're going to be lost as hell, basically. But, otherwise, I like how they're shifting a decade each episode. Granted, I'm sure a bunch of people's would say that the Brady Bunch is not their favorite from the 70s, but it's memorable.
It's iconic.
From the 70s, I should say. We'll see where they go with the 80s. People are saying probably Full House because that's where Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, who are obviously Elizabeth Olsen's sisters, are from. So we'll see if that's the case or not. But
Danny. Yeah, for me personally, I thought it was a decent episode. I thought it was okay. I actually think it was one of the best because of what happened at the end towards it, and also we did get a lot of information. You know what I mean? And this is what I liked too. So we'll get into the information. We talk about the stuff that we liked and all of that. But overall, I thought it was a good episode. I think I liked it the best out of the 3 so far. One thing I will say is though, I think they should have dropped all 3 at the same time. I think they should have dropped these 1, 2, 3 because it added on to it, and now with the new episode coming on, it feels like we're gonna get something else, right? So we should have
dropped all 9 out at the same damn
time. I'm telling you right now, if this next episode, if one of them fools is wearing parachute pants, I ain't watching this shit right now.
I'm retired.
Yeah, they probably will. So we'll get into what we actually liked about the episode. So, comics, what did you like in the episodes and everything? Go ahead, man.
I kind of liked all the weirdness that was going on with the neighbors. So you had Herb trimming his the hedges, and he starts is sawing into the brick wall, the cinder block wall, and that was Vision's like, oh hey, you realize you're cutting into the wall. He's like, yeah.
And the way he looks at him, and he's like, yeah, what I mean, like. Okay.
Well, the other thing too is I love the evolution of their costumes and the way they look, from each decade to each decade, and it's like when you saw her back in the the 60s, or was it 50s, where he looks a little more prim and proper this time. He's got the afro and the goatee and mustache. He looks pretty cool. And then you have Monica Rambeau coming in, and she's got the fro as well. And I love the stuff with her where she's talking about Scarlet Witch's brother, Quicksilver, Pietro. And it's like, what's that?
Pedro.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Anyway. Yeah, I can't say. I know it's kind of like Russian, so. But yeah, it's those moments were really good. Was like she definitely knows what's going on, and then when you get to the end and she gets kicked out, and you're kind of like, okay, was it Wanda that did it? Was it the place that did it? Because like I said, it kind of has that kind of Pleasant Hill vibe to it. I don't know if anyone's read that comic or not. But it's the concept is interesting. So I think the concept here is also rather interesting with the weird kind of world that they're all kind of living in. And obviously the neighbors are in on it.
Yes.
But to what degree, we don't know.
Exactly. You see, that's one thing that I also liked as well, I really like that. Danny, it's got to be something you liked about it.
Yeah, I like when Wanda jet their ass out the world. That was pretty funny. And she hit the ground and looked all fucked up on the ground. I was like, I kind of chuckled at that, but that was about it.
Nothing else you like? Nothing? No, it wasn't funny, nothing?
Bro, Positive Candor said it best. This is an extremely slow burn, and I am wondering, is Kevin Feige losing his touch? I don't think he is, but I don't like this approach here. So I'm just gonna pray for the best.
I actually heard that when the writers of Falcon and Winter Soldier were reading what they were doing for WandaVision, their minds were like blown with what they seen in the script. So I think it's gonna get a lot better.
Well, they only got what, 6 more episodes?
Yeah,
that's correct.
So,
yeah,
they better hurry it up.
JJ.
Well, I'm tending to agree with Caleb. He's talking to Mama Bear in the chat, and he said, this episode was ass juice.
So descriptive.
Okay, you want to know what I liked about this whole episode? It was in color.
Technicolor ass juice. Nice.
Wow.
Hey, you're the one that wanted me on this freaking show, and I'm telling you straight up.
It's okay. Hey, man, you said you like Marvel, so I'm like, come on the show.
But I have to say something to that comment, JJ.
Oh, hell.
If it's dirty, dirty ass juice, that's nasty. But if it's clean ass juice, that's something else, man.
Oh, good.
I
don't want nobody.
I'm not too sure about that one.
No, I don't want nobody ass juice. No,
that's not the juice. Guys, that's not the juice I'm looking for, bro.
Yeah, we're talking some poom poom juice, then that works.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
No ass juice.
No. That all depends on the angle, but that's for a different show. Keep talking.
So, Gashka, what'd you like?
Oh, ass juice aside, I like the like comics said, the acting's off the chart, man. You know, going back to that type of comedy for modern actors to get to transmit that type of humor and that type of acting. The sets are amazing. The outfits are amazing. Makes me feel nostalgic, to be honest with you, watching that. I even told my daughters, fuck, man, I wouldn't mind going back to those days, right? The interaction with the neighbors, like comics said as well. The fact that they're showing that they know what's going on. So, like I said before, when my overall, where I was saying, they know who they are. They know they have powers. What makes me think now is is this really Wanda doing this, controlling her, or is it really Vision possibly doing this to her? Right? So it's like it had me thinking, but I got like a bunch at the end, right when she gets thrown out. I got vibes from the New Mutants. You know how they're holding captivity in a complex with the shield and all that, and that's what you see at the end. So it's interesting. I liked it. It's a very slow burner. It's making me want more, so that's why I'm frustrated about it. But they ended it off on a great note, definitely wanting to see the next episode.
They did.
Yeah.
Positive candor.
Yes.
What did you like?
Okay. I mean, I do like that they pretty much captured the Brady Bunch house pretty close to what it was like. You had the staircase.
They did.
Phantom's
You
on.
had, yeah. I mean, yeah, it might not be everybody's favorite sitcom from the 70s, but at least they captured the look of it, and everything. They even had the freaking same car that Mike drove and everything.
True.
So,
wow, I didn't even pick up on that.
Me
True,
either.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, it was a convertible Pontiac, whatever. So it was the same car and everything. So yeah, I like how they at least are, and basically this is their, tribute to sitcoms through the decades is what this show is mainly. It's each episode is a tribute to, I guess, the sitcoms that they like a lot during each decade. So, you might not like that style for each episode being based in a different decade, but that's the style that they've decided to go with it. But yeah, also, and I also like basically the Easter eggs in it, because it makes you, have to, kind of, pause and rewind a bunch of times to kind of get what they're trying to, tell you. And I know that's not for everybody, but but if you have something that at least makes you think about it, and then you say, okay, what, I'm sure most people say, well, what the hell did I just watch and everything. But that's the thing. You got to go back and figure out what the hell you just watched, basically.
I agree, 100%. Chris Knight is in the house. So
Sorry.
That's okay, man. Do your thing. We did intros, then we did overall and what we liked in the episode. So go ahead. You have the floor, my friend.
Real Review 3000. What was that?
I said I gave you the floor. What did I just do?
I don't know. Anyway, no.
Please talk some sense into these guys, Chris.
About what? You got to understand something. I actually see what they're doing here, at least so far. Here's so what did I like, basically? Right?
Go ahead.
I like in this episode that we start to see the cracks the cracks in what's going on. We kind of all were trying to suss out, was it her making? Was it real? Was it a bit of both? I lean on the fact it's more real than her, but she's manipulating enough of it that people are scared of her. Because in the scene where they're talking next to the wall that he's cut through, he's on edge. I think more about her than Vision. Vision's the only part of this I haven't quite figured out yet, how real he is. That's the one thing that makes no sense in this, because we know he's dead, basically. But I go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish that.
Okay, I was going to say, I love the Monica Rambeau part, where she literally breaks her character and said, "You lost your brother," because I think it's quite symbolic right now that there's twins that they just had. So I wonder how much of this is her trying to control things and how much it's them, because the military, one part I liked is when Monica Rambeau got thrown out, there's a force field around this whole place.
Yep.
Yes.
They are absolutely scared of her. So this is more about her than anybody else. And I know we got a lot more to figure out, but I liked the whole interactions that were happening in this. I thought it was kind of cheesy but funny. It was very Brady Bunch, the way that she was hiding her belly and stuff. That was very Brady Bunch. This was a Brady Bunch episode. Those stairs were straight from the Brady Bunch. But I am enjoying watching how they're changing this house up, and it's very funny because if you think about it, the Brady Bunch, the house that they shot the Brady Bunch outside of, physically cannot match the interior dimensions. And in fact, so much so that I watched them do a remodel of the actual the house that was used for the exterior portions of that. On HGTV, they did a full blown remodel of the whole house inside to make it look like the Brady Bunch house. And they had to do tons of work. But I love how when you look at it, those things are kind of the same. The outside of the house doesn't match the inside of the house. Little things like that. But the best thing about this episode, like I said, was the interactions between what I'm going to call now the cast members and Wanda and Vision. So,
excellent.
Blame it on me, LDG. Blame it on me.
LDG is in the house. These late ass ones.
Wait, blame his fault. Okay,
is it in there?
Freaking the money's in the
Where's it at?
Lord, I'm sorry. My own backstage thinks I'm talking to them. Shh. No, I know. Anywho,
I'll find it.
There's nothing better than Chris proves the whole banana peel gag still works, because in a cartoon you see the banana peel, but the character doesn't, and then the character strips over it. So like when Chris starts a sentence that I figured this out. That's seeing the banana peel, and then him actually explaining what he thinks is him flipping over it. Very, very interesting.
I don't think this man understands words and how to put them together properly, so maybe he should go rewind himself and start over.
So, LDG.
Hey, what's up, Monzo? How's it going, everybody? Sorry, man. How you doing? Sorry I'm late. What's up? How's everybody doing?
That's all good, man. What were you going to say before I catch up?
Oh, well, I was just going to get into WandaVision because this is like the first episode that turned me on. Talk about nerdrotica. It's the episode that made me rewatch the first two episodes and see it at a whole nother light. And I'm usually the kind of guy that when I like to, I mean, being the person, yeah, okay, it's too early for an Endgame joke. Being that I love The Matrix and love that kind of style and what they did with that movie, because holy crap, awesome movie. I appreciate going to a movie that lines itself up as you better be paying attention kind of deal before you actually figure out the answers. The fun for me is trying to figure that out before we get to an episode like this that really puts some spoilers out there. And even I was like, oh, didn't think of that. Ooh, didn't think of that.
And I went and rewatched the first two episodes, and it started all of a sudden answers that I even thought I had on the third evolved rewatching the first two. And I think they did a great job hiding the guys, because the one thing that kept in the back of my head was this whole nostalgic, the old TV show theme that they were trying to throw in our face, and it fit perfectly. The things that they were saying, if you rewatch, like the neighbors coming over when they had the dinner and choking, or the secret meeting they had when Vision came in and interrupted the guys at their table there talking, or even the females talking when they were having their little get together planning the event, the fundraiser event. You rewatch those, and all of a sudden that third episode makes you see those scenes completely different. It blows my mind. But then you have then you have certain people, like what Chris said, that takes you a couple steps back, and you actually think the military is using a force field. That's to me, that's her. That is her bubble. That's her bubble. That's not their bubble. That's not a force field.
Maybe. I can see that.
If you look at the effect, and you see it's like a pixelated effect, doesn't look like a force field like Star Trek, Red Alert. It looks like her effect, and the fact that if it was a force field, it's a pretty shitty one if she just ejected somebody from it. You know what I mean? So, and those lights, those are just lights. I think those lights they had up there were just baseball lights.
But in Wakanda, the cloaking thing they use, they can walk out of it, but it's also designed to keep people from coming in too, I thought.
Well, why would they be doing that though?
Because they're trying to keep her contained, but I understand why would they do it going out? I understand.
But remember in Wakanda, right? They had to put the shields up, right? So they have
that's true.
But they had to put a shield up, you know what I mean? Right. So what I liked about this episode, and I think this episode gave us an absolute positively good clue that Vision is not Vision. Vision was acting like a human in this episode. He was emotional. He was saying things that Vision wouldn't do. So that right there is showing me that she has something to do with Vision being there. You know what I mean? So I don't think I think it's her imagination. Vision is dead and she's just manifesting Vision in there. I love the Monica Rambeau scene. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
I was just going to say, every time something isn't to her liking, she switches it up.
Yeah, she changes it.
Yes.
And that's why I say those things that we're seeing, those rewinds and stuff, I still think are more her because she doesn't like what's going on.
That is correct.
I changed my mind on that too. I think that is her subconscious. And a lot of people are saying, how is it her? I think Geisker said this earlier when I was listening with the few microseconds I had between Chris cracking the whip on me earlier. You said something about how could she be doing it if she doesn't know? I think is the point being made. Like, why people are saying if it's her, why does she not know, or she's having hints that even she doesn't think she knows what's going on?
That was me.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I did hear that. Does she know or not know? Well, let me tell you something right now. That last face she gave the camera, she didn't know then. She definitely knows now. Okay. And just like my tweet on Twitter, a woman ever shows you that face, run. Okay. That's the face that she knows. Okay. She knows everything. She just put the whole damn thing together. Okay. My blood, you ever get that feeling in Dragon Ball when your blood like when I saw that face, I literally felt a shiver across my whole body.
And Monica Rambeau knew she'd said something wrong too, because she started backtracking hard after that. When she said, "What did you say?" She started backtracking hard. But this is another thing that makes me think that, because if you watched it, Monica Rambeau, it's like it kind of clicks to her. Like she's not thinking about anything. And then it's like, oh, wait a minute, I remember something. And then she mentions Ultron. So I think that she was getting some of her memory back at that point. And then when she said it, it was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that was, I love that, man. To me, this episode, like I said, was one of the best that I've seen so far. And I like the fact that when they shot her out, the screen went wide to widescreen and everything. It was done. It was well done. I think next episode is going to show like what happens with Monica Rambeau. Maybe it's a flashback or something like that. But that's what I think they're going to go to. And I said this before. I said I like what they're doing with the smoke and mirror stuff, but it would get played out if they keep continuing it on and on for the whole series, you know? So, I mean, if they want to give us something different for this one and then go back to it, I'll be fine with that, you know? But you can't, I don't think they could do the whole thing over and over again. But that's just me. I really did enjoy this episode. Danny's looking down like, what the hell is going on here?
We
Is
see the
it
same
still too
thing
much?
from
Is it still too much
JJ.
work for you, Danny? Too much work still? They
Right,
pretty
go
much
ahead.
laid it out in an open panel for you, so I hope that episode wasn't too much work for you.
Go straight to whatever hell you think of. Okay.
Send him to Endgame hell. He'd hate that.
Before we get into our dislikes, I want to know, positive candor, what kind of things did you see in this episode?
What do you want me to get into it now or later?
Yeah, no, get into it now.
Okay. I mean, okay. Agnes is obviously, Angela Harkness. Okay. And if you don't know who that character is, she's,
A witch,
basically
right?
a witch. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she is, and Ralph, her husband that she keeps mentioning is Mephisto. Okay. Who's the devil of the Marvel universe, and Mephisto is what Wanda created her twins from. His shards of his basically being or whatever, and Mephisto basically, takes control of the kids. Eventually, but then, she's able to, basically get them back from Mephisto and everything, and they eventually become the new Avengers. Wiccan is Tommy, who's very similar to Wanda, and Speed is Billy, who's very similar, obviously, to Quicksilver, is what the new Avengers are, okay? And that's what their names are in the new Avengers, okay? So, I mean, most people, probably don't know that until they research it. Why are her kids' name,
Tommy and
Tommy and it's either William or or Billy. It could go either way, but that's their names. What they eventually become later on is the new Avengers, but they're not from Vision. They're from Mephisto is where her kids came from his, like I said, the shards of whatever his being, basically. So, and he's going to get control of them eventually. Now, whether they show that in the next episode or two, I guess we'll see. But yeah, they'll be basically, should be, about 10 years old in the next episode, basically, if they're skipping another decade.
That's
so we'll have to see.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to do that. They're going to see them walking and talking by next episode.
Yeah. So we'll have to see if, and I think, like I said, they're going to go to. I think they're going to combine more than one type of TV show, or else they'll go to the Full House route, because you had twins. Obviously, again, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, who are Elizabeth Olsen's sisters in Full House. So they're either, going to go the Full House route, or we'll see what they're going to go. But they're going to pick some 80s sitcom, to base this off of. And but yeah, I mean, and then yeah, the whole Gwendolyn getting ejected, and then I love how it basically pans then from the 4:3 aspect ratio to the 16:9 ratio, which is what we currently watch TV on, basically in the 16:9 ratio.
Yep.
So I like that aspect of it as well. How it went from the reality of the show to the reality of the real world, basically right at the end there.
And one thing I noticed too is if you notice the commercial with the soap, it talks about being in your own little bubble. I think that's a big hint to what's going on with Wanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, the episodes are the key to each, or the commercials are the key to each episode, basically.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And remember also the build up to what we were saying last episode for the children. Everything was for the children in the very beginning. So I have a feeling that the whole purpose of this is for the children, those twins that she's kind of bringing in.
I can see that, yeah.
I agree with you because if you remember the first two episodes, like, how come you don't have children? How come you don't have children? Yeah. Then boom, she gets pregnant, right? So, and now that he said that, because I kind of figured that Ralph was Mephisto. But if that makes sense though, because Vision is not real. So if she did get pregnant and have the babies, it probably is going to be a part of Mephisto since we haven't seen him yet. Another clue that Wanda doesn't have full control over this too is the stork. Remember how many times she tried to get rid of that stork and it wouldn't go anyway? Right. So she has something to do with it, but someone else is controlling it as well. You know what I mean? So I think maybe we're gonna find out that she put a bubble on there. Or I don't know. Maybe she made a deal. Maybe she made a deal. Right? Yeah.
Deal with the devil.
Yeah. Maybe she made a deal with Mephisto and something is there along the lines.
Really quick.
You know what?
That's
yeah. I guess that was
trying to give me PTSD here, man. Seriously. I mean, you ask for miracles. I produce. I mean,
he does. But you gotta tell you gotta keep that whip cracking on him.
Stop doing that. Damn it,
man. I really didn't want to do the Phantom Zone on this show, Chris, but you forced me to do it.
Thank you.
You know, you do realize that you just gave in to LDG.
No.
Oh no! He wanted you to do that. You may not have.
He may have wanted me to do it, but you kept giving that whip, and I just said, you know what, I gotta give it to you. But with that being said, we'll get into the stuff that we didn't like about the episode, and I'm pretty sure JJ and Danny will have a lot more to say on this topic.
Or maybe not.
So I'm gonna say.
Whoa, robot.
Robot.
I get a few minutes. I'm saying.
No one's robot.
I did like.
I didn't hear you. Repeat.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
How about now?
Yeah, we got you.
There you go.
So I'm gonna say something I did like about this. Can we share this screen right here?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, where's the twist ending on this one?
I'm waiting for it to pop up, Danny.
It looks like he's frozen again.
Turn off your Netflix.
I see it.
I did some research and it said. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm trying to put it on, and it's whatever you're trying to share is not showing up, Danny.
Danny, temporarily disable. Put your avatar up so you stop the video.
Kill your camera.
Kill your camera.
Okay, there we go.
All right, try now, Danny.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes.
But we can't really see your screen, though.
It is. Can you see what I put up?
Not really.
Not really.
Looks gray.
Yeah.
It's not loading it up.
Fuck it, man. Never mind. Okay.
Oh,
Oops.
shit.
My bad.
Whoop.
My bad. I was trying to get rid of the screen and I got rid of you by accident. Sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
No problem. Basically, they said that Mephisto was an Easter egg way back in Avengers 1. If you see that photo, if you remember the punching bag scene with Captain America, he's punching the bags and he just punch a hole in 2 or 3 of them and he hangs another one up. And then Nick Fury comes in there and gives him the photo on the Tesseract and tells him to look at this. Well, in that folder, there is also a word, and I was trying to show you the picture where it talks about how Mephisto was helping them try to evaluate the power of the Tesseract. So Mephisto has been planted ever since Avengers 1. So that was kind of smooth how they did that. But
see, that was something I didn't know. There you go, Danny. There you go. See, now you're gonna start to get.
Can I ask Danny a question real quick?
I'm not
Danny
talking
and
all this
JJ?
damn trigonometry shit.
No. I want to ask both you and JJ a question. If this continues to switch more from this cheesy changing of the generations sitcoms and starts bringing in more of what they did start to bring in this, is this going to become more interesting to you?
Yeah, we said that at the beginning of the stream that, like I said, if you watch any of my shows about Stargirl, I did not like Stargirl at first, but as it transitioned and it showed more of it, I get it. So I will. Yeah. The first 3 episodes are not to my liking, but if they start picking it up and transition to something more that's what I'm accustomed to seeing, then I will say, okay, the first half was a shit sandwich, but the second half was filet mignon. I'll say that.
All right. So was this, of the 3 episodes, was this the best episode in your guys' opinion?
All 3 of them. Smooth past to me.
So far.
Okay.
As far as plot goes, next episode's going to be the killer, and I said this for day 1. Episode 4 is going to be where I want to see change. Episode 3 gave us a beautiful tidbit. Next episode, now that we know that she knows that we know that she knows that she knows, the next episode is going to be Jack. It's like, now what's the world like now that she knows? Okay, so that next episode is gonna be killer, and the little, I think a lot of the questions that we have remaining from last episode, we're gonna get some more answered, so on and so on, and eventually, yes, I think it might be episode 7 or 6 that you'll have to wait for, maybe 7. I hope not 8. Is when we're gonna get out of the nostalgia and we're gonna start getting into, what's really going on. The drapes will be lowered. We're gonna see this shift, and then I think you'll be on board there, Danny.
Well, like I was telling them earlier, I think episode 4 is going to be centered basically on Monica Rambeau. I think we'll get a little bit more information on that, and then I think it'll go back to doing the WandaVision stuff. I think so, or maybe we'll go to the
killer.
Yeah,
they're gonna give us outside the bubble story.
I think so. Yeah,
I
think they might give us outside the bubble story. Maybe a prequel.
This was the silliest video.
It was the silliest one.
The silliest one is set to the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
To me, it was the silliest one.
Put up Dandelion Fluff's comment.
This one here.
Yeah.
Oh, Married with Children. That would be funny.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be absolutely funny.
And to see them acting like Bundy and that would be so good.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
I honestly don't think they're gonna go that. I would love. I wish I could see something, but I just don't. I don't think they would.
Yeah, I don't think they would go that far.
What are you doing?
So
because they can't do that because Vision loves her. Bundy can't stand Peggy, so that ain't gonna work.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it's not entirely true.
Well, you don't ever want to have sex with her except but once a year. What the hell you call that?
There have times
married life.
They have sex more than that. That's just more of a. It's guaranteed that she's going to get it on her anniversary. That's the thing. She requires it on her anniversary, but every once in a while,
he gives it. So
it's just a joke. I mean, and
it hurts him to have sex with his wife.
We'll get into
Now-
what we. Yeah, go ahead, LDG.
If I was just gonna say and plug real quick, if you join into our Married with Children watch parties every Saturday afternoon, be able to find out some more. Danny, refresh your memory. Season 5 is banging. Every episode in season 5 has been a laugh, non-stoppable laughs, man. I'm telling you, it's been great.
Cheap plug right there, but it's all good. Go right ahead. We're gonna get into what we didn't like in the episodes. So, comics, is there anything you didn't like in this episode?
For the most part, not really. I think, again, kind of going back to what I was saying last week, to me, because it is very sitcom based, you kind of watch it once. I don't feel the need to go back and rewatch it. The other thing, too, is there better be payoffs at the end, or I think your audience is going to be pretty pissed. And the other thing, too, is with the Easter eggs.
Chris.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what was that?
Sorry.
I was about to say, I checked all my screens real quick. It's not me.
Oh, is that a song we're using tonight?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all right.
Go ahead.
You only interrupted me, Chris. No big deal.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Anyway, I think a lot of the Easter eggs are probably going to be lost on the normies that are watching it. So it's like, we'll catch it. Some of your diehard comic fans will catch it, but I think it kind of sucks that a lot of that stuff is probably not going to be picked up by the audience. And so I don't think there'll be much of a payoff there. But yeah, I'm interested to see how everything goes.
Me too. Danny, let's hear it.
What I didn't like about it?
Yeah, don't hold back.
Oh, unleash the hell, buddy.
Don't hold back.
I mean, this whole thing, like I said earlier, they going around their elbow to get to their ass. I don't understand it. Like I told you earlier, what I would have done or what I've liked to see was the Nick Fury approach. I think it's very silly, but people were talking about they didn't know that Paul Bettany had that comedic timing, but I knew he had that range because if you watch A Knight's Tale, he did kind of some of the serious, some of the comedy. So I knew he had that range. He's an excellent actor. I think he also starred in Wimbledon. But I just don't like this. It's just not my cup of tea. Like I said, I'm not exaggerating. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it took me like 5 times to watch the first 2 episodes. That is fucking ridiculous. That is unheard of for a Marvel property. So that right there alone tells me that I ain't crazy. That tells me I ain't crazy. When I listened to Anzo last show, I thought I was losing my damn mind because everybody on the panel was liking this shit. And I was like, what the hell? So I don't know whether it was I don't know whether what was the medicine? I don't know what it was. But when I saw JJ, I was like, damn, okay, there's somebody else on planet Earth that feels like I do. So I'm just saying, if it's y'all's cup of tea and y'all like it, power to you, because I respect everybody on your opinion. But this right here is the biggest, grayest, silverback realest shit I have seen in quite a while. When I'm ready to see both of Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor 2, Captain Marvel, Shazam, who everybody know I don't like before this shit, then something is wrong. And that's just how I feel. But if it's better, by episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, then I'll say it. But these first 3 right here, it was a hot shit sandwich.
Khalib agrees with you. Said, you guys are all disgusting Marvel fanboys. This episode is god awful. Whoever wrote this shit,
I am not a fanboy. I tell
on meth.
Kevin Feige, a DC fan, is
real.
I don't know, but I don't.
Sounds like a fan.
Whenever I see stuff that throw out, you disgusting fanboys of Marvel, it's like I've criticized a lot of the MCU.
Absolutely.
A lot of it, especially Endgame.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He loves.
Listen, this is the.
I'm a comic book.
Thank you.
I am not.
This guy right here, that guy right there, criticizes Marvel probably more than anybody else on here, except for comics. You do occasionally, but no, I think LEG does it more.
I have a lot of the issues with the Spider-Man stuff that they've done, especially Far From Home.
Reboot 1 or reboot 12?
Yeah, the whole 5-year gap thing really kind of, and I don't want to get into it, but that whole thing's a mess. And I have a huge rant about the 5-year gap with everyone showing back up and.
Let me ask you a quick question, comment. What's the bad guy name? Mysterio, was he not awesome in that? movie?
Oh, Mysterio was fantastic. Oh yeah, I
Mysterio
mean,
was awesome.
They did a great job with. There's a lot of things I like about that movie, but continuity wise, they kind of fucked everything up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mysterio was great. I loved how they did that.
Yeah, that 5-year gap, it's a coincidence that everybody that was his classmates got snapped away too, right? And they all came back at the same time. They're all in this. It was just, I was like, really?
Well, not just the whole thing with the snap. Not only would it destroy the economy of the planet, but it would destroy life all over the universe at that point. If half all life disappeared, I mean, you're looking at a total collapse at that point. So
that is correct. Gaishka, what did you not like?
I guess the slow burning. Just I wish it was a bit faster and we got more. But besides that, I liked everything else about it.
Question: do you mean you wish they go faster, or they should have done what they should have done and released 3 episodes on the first day?
I guess that would have helped. Yes, there were these 3 episodes on.
Because I think that would greatly.
It depends on how many of these episodes are like this. If at some point it flip flops to more meat and less sitcom stuff,
we would have been on episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd be hitting episode 6 this week if they would have done the first 3 episodes.
Or would you have rather they done like Netflix and drop all 9?
Yes, this one
case,
definitely was an all-niner. This one was an all-niner. Their stupid-ass decision to make Snyder's cut all at once, that was stupid. You got gold. You twinkled that one out. But this one where it was made to be put out all at once, you should have put all at once. Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He dropped the ball on that.
JJ. Go all out, brother. Let's hear it.
I just got one question, guys. One question. Okay. What the hell were these guys smoking? Okay. All right.
Not that.
And one more thing.
Chlorine.
And one more thing.
Mind bleach.
What I didn't like, well, it sucked.
Yes, but why did it suck, JJ? You got to give a reason why it sucks.
Comics. He would love to tell you if it sucked so bad he couldn't last 10 minutes without passing out. He had a physical reaction to his body, literally going unconscious. He couldn't.
Seriously, here's what happened. All right, here's what happened. First 10 minutes, I'm sitting there watching, like, okay, what's going on? Okay, all right.
Did we just have a Mac attack? Oh, we had a Mac attack. Yep, there.
And that was it. The first 10 minutes, I was out.
That was like my reaction to Batwoman.
Oh God!
Batwoman is another reason why you do not add gasoline to an already enormous dumpster fire.
Yeah, for real.
So bad.
I've watched the 2, the first one of each of these now, and I'm like, literally, I was like, I thought that the first one was bad.
No, seriously.
I refuse.
The only thing I liked about this damn episode, it was in color. I watched a half an hour show about someone giving birth. That was complete stupidity for my thoughts. I don't give a damn about all the Easter eggs that were in there because I'm what you call a normie. The movies are my comic books. I don't know shit about the books. And I think it's a shame. And that's there you go. One other thing. It's a shame that you've got to know the lore to be able to understand this bullshit.
Yeah, that was kind of the point I brought up.
But
just watch the show and kind of lay it out a little simpler instead of saying, oh my God, did you see that? Oh, that means that. Oh, that means that. Oh, this. No, fuck that. I want to see a show that has some meaning behind it, not some random bullshit that most of the people that's watching it don't understand.
You can't eat pepperoni pizza forever.
In a lot of ways, the show kind of reminds me of Jacob's Ladder, the movie Jacob's Ladder, where it's like you watch, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Then you get to the end, you're like, oh, now I get it.
Yep.
And I think that's exactly what's going to happen when we get to the meat in it. We're going to be like, oh shit, I get it now, right? Because they're going to explain why it's a sitcom. right? They're not just going to have it in a sitcom way and not explain it. They're going to explain why that everything we're seeing is in a sitcom. I believe that.
Well, fine, but right now, not a fan of it.
I kind of feel like this concept works better as a movie than a TV show.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely.
Me too. That's why maybe they should have put it all out at one time, you know?
Yeah.
I think you're I could say that for a lot, but I think why that's being said is because we don't have TV shows anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
These shows, they're made like a movie now.
Yeah.
They're not made like series anymore. And we're saying that because they did that. So subconsciously, even I say, yeah, this should be a movie. But that's only because they made it like a movie and it's for streaming. That's why it all should have came out right at once on this particular one. But JJ, you can't have pepperoni pizza forever, okay? You got to have certain shows that are action, mystery, sci-fi. Oh, figure shit out. I don't know what genre you would call this.
I understand that.
Actually enjoy things. You know those comic books when you see a kid and you see a picture and you have to like find the banana and find and then be drawn in there. Like that's what this is. Like, oh crap, that's where it was. Oh, that's what it was. You hated those, huh?
No, I was never a book kid. I can count on one hand how many comic books I've read.
Okay, I forgot I was talking to a Michael
One of
Bay
them didn't even have
fan.
freaking
Sorry.
words. It was a G.I. Joe comic called Silent Interlude.
Oh shit!
Don't pay attention to the plot behind the special effects, right? Yeah. Yeah.
My media has always been something I can watch, hear, understand, figure out. I never read. I can count on one hand how many physical books, not comic books I've read. I'm not a reader.
By the way, JJ, I have Silent Interlude signed by Larry Hama.
Oh, that is so fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I tracked it down. The thing I was trying to tell JJ. Sorry.
No, that was it.
No, seriously. I
was
got
telling
you.
JJ that the I'll shut up after this. The scene that you were talking about.
Hardly.
The having the baby scene. How you just like stuck that under the rug, right? There was a very important message being told during that scene. It was showing the interaction between how Wanda's universe is reacting to Wanda. The stork, the things flying around all and about, certain things that were happening, as she's not causing it. Even she was like, "Oh, what the hell is going on?" Like even she was doing it, but it's not hurting her. It's actually like it's like her subconscious. It's like helping her in a way. It's doing things that are related to you're having a baby right now. That's on the mind. So here's a stork. Things are going crazy, outrageous. Things are flying around, etc. That it's actually kind of helping her.
I got that. What I'm getting at is the reason why I'm not enjoying it is because I'm not getting it. I don't understand it. I don't know this.
I'm going to sleep when I have my watch parties. Then, okay? Maybe I'll help you. I'll open your mind. Allow me to.
Well, then
you can explain to me all you want. I still won't get it because this would be the first time I would know anything about it.
But what I liked is that the fact that they did show that it was the kids that was doing all that drama stuff and it wasn't her, right? So we know that they're going to have powers. I like that. Positive Candor, what didn't you like about the episode, if anything?
Okay. Actually, I'm not liking that the episodes are short, basically under 30 minutes. Because, I think eventually they're supposed to be longer, up to maybe 45 minutes or so. So maybe, I don't know when that's going to be, but yeah, I'm not really a fan of just the 30-minute because I think it leaves people saying, well, why don't they get to the damn story or whatever this story is supposed to be, basically. Why do I got to wait 5 weeks to find out what the hell is going on and crap like that? So if you're not a fan of the slow burn, then right now you probably are gonna hate this like hell.
Yeah.
And then if you're not a fan of all the Easter eggs and if you don't know the lore of it, and stuff like that, then you're gonna say, yeah, what the hell is going on, and crap like that. So we'll have to see. And yeah, I think they are gonna. Well, I guess I'll get into that when we talk about what's going to happen in the future. But I think they are going to do kind of a mix of like an episode and then have a kind of extended scene of the real world on the outside, because I know that Monica Rambeau, they definitely shot scenes of her in the real world and stuff like that. So we are going to find out more of what Sword is doing.
Well, sorry, I'll say it here in a minute, or I'll say it with the future stuff. But
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
But I'll save the rest for the future stuff. But yeah, that's it for now.
All right,
I
Chris.
got a question.
Okay, Danny.
If it is the this word I want to use, if it is the mission of Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios to acquire new fans, is this approach doing that?
No.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think this is the right process. I mean, I do agree with who was it? LEG? Did you say that they're going to circle back? Maybe Anzo. Several of you were kind of mentioning this. I think by the time this season ends, they will circle back around and do things that will explain what was going on. Or we're going to get that in this next episode, because Monica being thrown out of this area now breaks that quote unquote third wall, or that fourth wall, that this is this. Yeah. Now we're here. And I think they're going to go back and build what JJ and other people who don't quite understand everything going on, because they're not those fans. I don't see Kevin Feige.
I don't think that broke the fourth wall. We're the fourth wall.
What I mean is that the fourth wall is taking yourself from where you're at. So like when Deadpool is in the movie, he therefore removes himself from that moment and breaks into something that has nothing to do with the movie. In this case,
breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. In this case, Monica Rambeau being moved out of this whole world is a fourth wall break within that world.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
I get what you're talking about.
It's not quote unquote
to
a
us.
fourth wall, because it doesn't break to us, but it brings us into another dimension of what's going on. It's something that we are now adding. Well, kind of what the end credits were doing before, but this is going to add so much more to it. What didn't I like?
Well, I think
would say
in that one scene, you're talking about breaking the fourth wall. I don't know if this is related or not, but I think we heard the first song that wasn't intended to be played as a TV show. Remember the song that slowly faded in when she got kicked out?
No, I don't.
Wasn't that the first mute? Do Daydream Believer. They played it when she was coming to.
Oh yeah, Daydream Believer.
And they played it. That was the first song that was played for us. Everything else we heard before was
for the
played
show. Yeah.
Well, I think it was definitely very kind of what was going on with the at that point in time with the episode. So yeah. I think possibly the Daydream Believer is Wanda.
Could be.
Yeah.
Chris, go ahead. Finish up.
So I would say that I think the way that Monica Rambeau just like all of a sudden blurted it out, like that didn't feel natural. I thought that if she were going to do that, she'd look for she'd built some more trust with that person. Because it's literally like a switch. She switches that, boom, hey, you had a brother. She talks about this stuff. That happened a little unnatural, in my opinion, in the context of what's going on. I didn't really like
angry with her too.
Do what?
In the next breath, she got angry with Wanda. Wanda said something. She don't be like that.
No, I think she was more scared than anything. Because she's like, yo, don't be like that. And she was stuttering.
Back her down.
Yeah.
Man, after that stare she gave her, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I didn't really like the Vision stuff, the speedy, the whole. I understand in context of what's going on that they're trying to play like this is not an issue with them. They know something. They know that the children, of course, were born much quicker than they should be, but they know what's going on. I think they have some idea of what's going on.
Well, I think that's very apparent in the episode. Yeah.
So the whole question is why? How much of this I think is Wanda? How much of this is them? Maybe if Mephisto, like Danny tried to show us that thing, showing it. This is almost like a war between three things. But I don't know. I wish they'd get to it. Like I said, I'm hoping this fourth episode with her outside of the wall will get there. I mean, I love the nostalgia side of it, but you don't need to have so much of it now. We get what you're doing. Let's get on with it. Again, the same problem I had with The Mandalorian at times is that you can be in neutral, warming up your car in the freaking driveway. And it's like, well, okay, fine. But you don't want to leave your car running out there in the driveway for, hours. 15 minutes, maybe max. And these days, 5 minutes is better to drive your car after that. Let's get going. So yeah, that slow burn, it's not that I don't mind it. It's not that I don't understand it. It's just, it's really, you can lose interest quick.
But I get the slow burn thing. It's like, you're starving, you get home and you notice that the crock pot still has 4 hours to go.
Yeah.
I think it's the reason why you saw a lot more kind of things that were going on, the weirdness going on in this episode. Because if they just kept it as a straight sitcom, yeah, you're right. I think people would be losing interest. Whereas because so early on in the episode, weird things start happening, it makes sense. They're going to keep dialing it up with each episode.
And I agree with you absolutely, because if it wasn't for that intrigue, I'd probably be on Danny and JJ's side. You know what I mean? But because the intrigue is there, and I'm like, okay, the episodes are good, I can get past all of the sitcom stuff. Plus, I used to like those sitcoms.
Yeah, I do too. But that, like I said, the main drawback is that, like with most sitcoms, you watch it once, that's all you have to do.
Absolutely.
All right, let me clarify something here. I'm not sitting here dogging the show because of it being complete and utter bullshit. What I'm getting at is I am a Marvel fan, but not to that extent. That I don't understand it. Now, if this was The Mandalorian, I'm all on it like stink on shit. I know about it. I'm the one catching the Easter eggs. I'm the one thinking it could be this or should be that. I'm just trying to watch it like another average Marvel property, and it just don't make no sense to me at this point. I'm going to keep watching it. Hopefully it gets better and it starts making more sense. But right now it's just, Well,
I think the other thing too is it's not like this is like some sort of cinematic masterpiece, right? I mean, it's enjoyable. It's fun to watch. That's really kind of all there is to it. It's not anything that knocks my socks off for sure. I mean, that would be The Expanse.
I can see what y'all saying.
I'll be right back. I got to restart the computer.
Sure.
Okay.
I can see what y'all saying, but I can tell you next month or maybe March, whenever it is, when we do the Falcon Winter Soldier round table, it's going to be night and day. I guarantee you. You're going to be like, damn, this first second show will be hot.
Well, I have to backtrack a second. There's also one more thing I liked about this episode. It has Elizabeth Olsen in it.
Oh yeah, she looks great in any decade.
She did. Yeah, she looked good in this episode.
She actually got a body compared to her sisters.
She nailed certain parts of that beautifully. That last scene, I'm telling you, like if I had hair, it'd be standing up at the top of itself. But that last scene of hers, like
with that look, she's like, oh, she had to go home. Yeah, she's like, she just had to leave quick. Yeah,
she just had a hi, honey. Yes, honey. Like total talking to him completely like a flip of a switch. The way she was talking to him when he came home. completely different.
That's
Yeah.
good. Wife.
Anzo, if you wouldn't
Yeah.
mind
Sure.
highlighting Tommy's last comment, when it pops up for you.
This one here? Oh no, this
Yes.
one?
Yeah. No.
This one.
Yeah. It is a
Oh.
testament on how bad entertainment has become.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm. All right, LDG, what did you not like about this episode, if any?
The one thing I didn't like about the episodes is that certain people are bitching about it.
We had nothing to do with the
It's the only,
episode.
it's the only thing I'm really not liking about the episode, guys.
Hey,
Talk
hey,
about
bro.
slow burn. I'm sorry, just
We ain't getting paid by fucking fighting, yo.
The same way you're irritated about us bitching about this, we are equally irritated about you Endgame every fucking stream. I can guarantee I am.
Damn,
I gotta
you
put this
wanna know
hand
my
out about
problem?
Endgame, okay?
You wanna
I got
know
a
my
reason
problem with
for
Endgame? You want to know my problem with Endgame? Because you keep bitching fucking about it. That's my problem with Endgame.
Okay, bandwagon Bill. All right, it's no. I have a reason for Endgame. Okay, the damn thing shouldn't have been called Endgame. Damn, didn't even get the damn freaking colors right. Story for another day. About I can go on forever. I can monetize off talking shit about Endgame. But anyway,
it was supposed to be WandaVision, really.
Okay, and I am, and I'm switching back to it after whatnot. Anywho, okay. So you guys say you don't like the slow burn. It's only been 3 episodes, and quite frankly, after the second episode, this whole nostalgic thing was over. That third episode was nothing but a transition. Like the whole episode was transitioning from nothing special going on, completely nostalgic episode of something old, to something freaky is going on. Like the whole episode 4 is gonna be out of the box. What's going on? What's she doing? What's happening outside? We're done. Like we're done now. Even if they come back.
LDG, I got a question for you. If all 8 of us like this show, do you think this show would be people want to watch it? If everybody on the panel like this show?
No, we need that. We need people that don't like it.
we definitely need the
You like it.
Sure.
You like it, and that's fine. Me and Jake just don't care for it.
Okay, I get it. I get it, and that's not what I really meant.
Well, listen,
You just shut the door on it, like the whole series. I was trying to say, give credit where credit's due, Danny. This episode actually was everything you wanted. You wanted out of the bush. You wanted out of the rabbit hole. You got it.
LDG.
If this episode was the red pill or the blue pill, I'd take the one to keep me in the damn matrix. This shit here, I don't want to come out.
Yeah,
you're freaking Cypher, dude. Are you serious?
That's
you like
the one I want to take.
Yeah? Want more steak, Danny?
Go ahead, JJ.
I don't listen. I started with the show before it even aired. I watched the D23 presentation, when they started naming out this bullshit a couple years ago, when they launched phase 4. When I saw the name WandaVision, I'm like, I ain't watching that bullshit. The name itself sucks. Okay. Yeah. Keep looking up at me because I ain't done yet. I don't mind the slow burn. Sometimes it's required in certain properties. Okay. But when the house is filled with fucking gas fumes and you throw a match in it and the fucking match goes out, there's a problem.
I have never heard that before.
That's neither have I. Yeah. I got 2 brain cells playing bumper carts on that one right now.
So I'm a sucker for a good slow burn, just like anybody else, because sometimes you need it to make the story progress. Okay, and I understand this is only the 3rd episode, but damn, we shouldn't be at this point right now. We should be. There shouldn't be a transition. This should be a stable story, not like, oh my god, oh hey, how you doing? How you doing? Oh shit, I'm pregnant. That's stupid as fuck. Okay, and then you keep going. The whole episode's about having fucking twins. Oh, that's stupid as fuck. And then I'm with Danny on this. The best part of the episode to me was the end.
All right, you know what? Besides Wanda, real quick, because you and Danny seem to be on the same highway here. This whole going around the elbow to get to the ass, right? Going the long route. Actually, following procedure. Can I ask you a question? When you take your woman out, do you even take them to dinner or do you go straight to dessert? And I'm not
When I'm
talking
trying
about
to get the boom boom now after 25 years. No.
you just skip dinner, huh? You just fast forward.
Personally,
You're like the Flash watching television and fast forward.
Listen, personally, and I want everybody to pay attention, men and women alike, because I know we got some ladies in the chat, and I appreciate you paying attention to our dumbasses tonight. Not all of us, just most of us. When I take a woman out, I take her out to dinner. Okay? I take her out to anywhere she wants to go. She orders whatever the hell she wants. And if dessert is included, then that's just a bonus for me. It's not something I look for.
You do realize I was just dragging you. I didn't actually mean to go off the rails on this topic. You know that, right? I didn't need to know your date editing.
I am a Southern gentleman.
Well, I'm like this. If I put more than $100 in your gut, then I expect to taste some of that. But that's my motto.
Hey. Now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I do agree with Danny
That's
on
a
that.
joke, man.
But it's not a requirement.
It's jokes only married people can say, I guess, because if you're signal, that's signal. It's a suicide right there.
I think I'm on Donnie's because you spend the bill and then go home alone.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You got played.
I can tell you this now. This is my motto: romance without finance is a goddamn nuisance. Now that is my crazy good brother.
Well, listen.
Romance without finance is a nuisance.
I know between Geishkar, Anzo, Danny.
Good.
Positive, you're single, correct?
No,
I'm married.
I think positive.
Okay,
Married,
all right.
yeah.
Positive candor.
There's only one of me though.
You go spend that kind of money. Well, guess what? You just going home and going to fucking bed because that's what the fuck happens. You've already got a partner. It's not something that's expected.
From my partner, yes, it is.
Well,
she knows she got to give it up too.
Fine print of our wedding agreement. It's right there at the bottom.
Frequency.
Hold on. Birthdays, anniversaries, Valentine's Day. That's totally different shit. You go out, you get some. Yeah, you get.
This is a great topic for late night nerdgasm. You know, right? All right. It's supposed to be WandaVision.
Yeah, we need to move along. We got somewhere else we need to
get back to WandaVision.
And I will say, because it's on me now, so I will say that to Danny's and JJ's, the only thing I really didn't like is like positive candor, is that the episodes are kind of short. That's it. Other than that, I like the episode.
I'm being a little nitpicky. I don't like how long the ending is. Why is it so long?
The credits, I know, makes no sense.
That is kind of annoying.
Like 10 minutes of credits. Like I'm like,
they could have.
It's like half your
7 more minutes of that for the actual story.
Especially when you hit pause and you see how much is left on the freaking bar. It's like, what the fuck is all that?
Yeah, that pissed me off. I think what it is, did anyone actually read the comment? Did anyone actually read them?
No.
The credits?
Was there additional not normal than usual sections of credits? Because I think they had to include a lot of new people you normally wouldn't be included in a regular show because of the staff they had to hire to make that show.
Maybe.
Now, what
they hired
would make it fire
and
have
all that stuff.
An end soon credit out there. They did that on every show. That would be fire because no TV show has done that.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Say that again. What was that?
Have an end credit scene.
They have an end credit scene on this one.
I'm waiting for that.
Oh yeah,
I'm waiting for that in this one.
I think it'll make it better.
I bet you the last episode will have one.
But even still, after we watched the first episode, we were like, okay, let's see if there's an end credit scene. Remember, LDG? We were like, let's see. And then there wasn't one, but it's like, okay, so they probably won't do it. But I think they will.
Yeah, if they do the last one and have like a 2-minute end scene credit, tying that to Doctor Strange 2, that'll be fine.
So now that we got past what we didn't like, let's go with some predictions. You could go with, because we've seen something different now, so we can go with a little bit more predictions. Comments, you have anything different to think? Or are you still on the same track as last week?
I think I come on the same track as last week. I think I kind of called it with Monica Rambeau with this episode. I think we're probably going to see more of the outside in the future episodes.
I agree.
I agree, Alternator.
You said about what we think the next episode, or what we think this is going to finally end
Either
up
or.
at?
Either or. Either or.
I'm thinking that Mephisto is definitely behind this. That I think he approached Wanda because she was grieving the Vision and said, "Look, I can do this if you come in here and do that." And then he probably had in the back of his mind to get her pregnant, like Positive Candor said. I never read that part of the comic book, but it makes sense. See if he can control those two boys. So I think that's what's going to happen, and I think that Sword, Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury knows about it, and we may see him at the end of this.
I think it was at the end.
Series, because like I said, I didn't know anything about that even being in Avengers, but it's definitely in that folder where he gave to Captain America. So if it's that far back, then Nick Fury had knowledge of Mephisto way back then. So
yeah,
I think we're gonna see all that tie up in some nice little bow.
Gaishka.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more Vision flipping out and putting the pieces together, knowing that something's wrong. You saw a lot of that here with the whole cutting through the concrete with the trimmer, the whole pregnancy thing. You can tell either if he's real or not real. That character is seeing that a lot of things are off, and I have a feeling he's going to trigger something to bring all the individual people in the town together, because I have a feeling they're being held there. What I predict is like maybe it is Mephisto, and they know that he's there, so they have a shield around that whole area to contain him and Wanda, and see what happens after that. That's what I think it is.
Makes sense. JJ.
What was the question again? I kind of lost track with this boring.
Where you think it's going, or predictions?
I have no idea, because if you're talking about what you guys are predicting, I just have to wait and see, because I have no clue.
All right. Positive.
All right. I think that once we get towards the end, that it's going to be probably Doctor Strange that's going to get her out of this eventually. And then because of that, tying in the Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness movie, her and Doctor Strange will be enemies in that movie, at least at the beginning, until he cures her of the madness from probably Mephisto, is going to cause her to go mad as well. And this multiverse will be, I think, she, because of her abilities, that she's going to basically break not only out of whatever force field area she's inside of, but she's going to break out of the whole basically universe into the multiverse. And that will obviously lead into, like I said, Doctor Strange. So, I think that's ultimately where they're going to go with this. And, obviously they show in little trailers here and there about, her and Vision basically preparing to fight the tanks, because the tanks obviously get into the town eventually, because we've seen that on the little trailers they've shown, and they're both getting ready to fight them and stuff like that. So it's gonna go, and maybe then everybody will be obviously then on board whenever they get to that point, whenever they reach that point. So eventually, and I guess it'll be probably the last two episodes will be where, they're finally have caught up to real time and are mixing and then so yeah, they'll probably end the decades after episodes 7 should be the 10s for probably the last sitcom, and then 8 and 9 should be in the present day, and then you don't really need the sitcom story then.
Agreed.
To be in the real world. I mean, because what current sitcom do people watch nowadays anyway? Got me. I mean, because it's all all reality television now. There's almost no new sitcoms anymore. So, but then base it off of that. It could base it off of the reality television, in that this reality is really not obviously real, and everything that she's experiencing, and every time Vision question, because I guess now every episode, or I guess we'll see, he's probably going to figure it out every episode, and then she'll have to keep on resetting it,
Yep. And Chris.
The other thing we know it ain't real either, because he has the Infinity Stone, and we all know the Infinity Stone's been put back in time, correct?
Correct.
That is correct.
That's a
I
dead.
want Chris before yeah, go ahead, Chris. What do you think is going to happen? Any predictions?
Oh, thanks. I was ready to go next. I'm all ready with my words and everything. And just swap.
I think that, like I said, I think we're going to get more this time outside the bubble. I think they're going to start incorporating more of that, because when I saw the trailer, I kind of wondered, when it showed Monica outside, they did show this scene kind of, but I have this feeling that she might have been like the true one person inside the bubble that they might have sent. So I think we're going to get like a debriefing scene here. I think, okay, so what do you think's going on, or what's going on in there? Because they're trying different ways to communicate, the radio, the different little things in there, the people, the person coming out of the thing. It's like they're trying to get in there to see what's going on, because they don't really know, and they're trying to get her to explain it. So I think we're going to maybe actually get the first like real split between inside and outside in this next episode. So
I think you're right with that one too.
I think that's what I need. That's what I hope for. So we'll have to see.
LDG.
No. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my turn.
You. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Saving the best for last, I guess.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. So basically, looking forward, what do I think? Predictions. Obviously, the ones in my head are the ones I would like to see, not necessarily what might be, but a few good points here are made. There is a constant theme going on, and then I think the one that no one had, that a lot of people are confused about, and I heard it a couple times tonight, was the fact, why the sitcom? Why? What's the sitcom part of it have to do with it? And that goes back to like old Disney movies, where an innocent person makes a deal, and you touched on this other point too, makes a deal with an enemy, and then they generate this fantasy. It's okay, I'm going to do something for you, but it's going to come with my sense of humor, my little twist. And okay, so we know for a fact that they're not going to do it based off the comics 100%. That they're going to, just like they did in Endgame, they're just going to take the little bit that they need to do, and then they're going to make up the rest their own way. They're not going to follow the comics. They haven't shown that they ever done it. They don't show any signs that they're going to do it, but they will keep to certain key points. I think you can't have the story of Scarlet Witch without Mephisto. Mephisto is going to be there. There's already been references of it. I think there's already been references that the outside thinks she's being attacked. There's been references that she doesn't know what's going on. There's references of manipulations of memories, which we both know, not only Scarlet Witch, but but Mephisto can also do the same thing. It can screw with your head. And I think what my prediction is we're going to find out that she made a deal with the devil, literally, and he made some joke. Like, I want, I can give you back vision. I can give you the life you want. And then she says some crack, and maybe I have a feeling they're going to show a scene where they're going to flash back to what caused all this. That's the one thing we haven't seen yet. What caused all this? I have a very strong feeling they're going to show us a flashback of what actually happened, possibly a conversation between her and Mephisto, and where he offers her a deal of a lifetime. She makes one little comment about something, and then that's where he's like, what, do you think life is a TV show? And you know what I mean? Something like that. And that's going to point directly to why it went to a sitcom. We see that she knows what's going on now. Maybe she doesn't know everything, but she knows enough right now. We're going to find out that, she, and then this was another thing I was telling about, was the reason why she didn't know is because if you were promised, if you wanted to have your own life, you couldn't do that knowing that there was a moment that you didn't have it. So maybe even she wanted that erased from her memory. She wanted to be included in the mindscape. Okay, she didn't even want to know. But now that she broke through that wall, now she's like, okay, now I'm in control now. Let's see what we can do. What's going to happen? Is she going to become good? Is she going to become evil? Is she going to welcome? Because those people on the outside look like rescuers to me. Those don't look like people who are trying to blow up the thing. They look like they're trying to rescue that town from whatever is happening. Even the townspeople were saying, we're trapped. We can't escape. Wear something. You know what I mean? There's this constant flux of something happened. I think only she knows, and now she definitely knows. And what's going to happen next? We'll see. How is she going to react? Is she going to stay in this wonderland? Is she going to, when she realizes her kids will disappear and Vision is going to disappear, the second she wants to wake up from this augmentation of reality, she might go wacko, she might go evil, she might do something crazy, or find a way that to keep it all permanent, which might end up being a cause for this whole multiverse explosion that's supposed to happen. I keep hearing about. So I can't wait for the next episode. Keep your eyes peeled, guys. We're in for some fun. We're in for one wild ride.
Damn right. And for me, I'm on there same as you. I think something is gonna want, like the kids and Vision, everything. She's gonna want to keep it there, and then when she gets out of it, it's gonna rip some multiverse, whatever they plan to do with the multiverse. I think it's because they're gonna try to separate Wanda from that world. I think the next episode also, I think we are gonna get the flashbacks to find out what happened before Wanda got in there. So with that being said, we'll give our grades for the episode. Comic Division, what is your grade, my friend?
I'd give it another B+.
Okay, B+. Danny?
I am not giving it an F-. I am giving it an F+.
Progress. Ooh.
Progress.
A B.
Fantastic plus. That's awesome.
JJ.
I didn't hear Geisker. What did Geisker say?
B.
B.
Oh, B.
All right, listen. I'm not gonna be as brutal as I was for last week's, even though I missed being on the panel last week. I'll go ahead and give it a D-, just because it was in color. Wanda was in there.
D- is fine. Positive candor.
I'll give it a B again.
B again. Chris.
B+ this time.
B+. And LDG.
Up until the last 10 seconds of the episode, I would have given it a C+, B-. But the second she stared at the camera the way she did, A-. That's what I wanted. You finally know she freaking knows now. That's what I wanted. A-.
And I'm going with an A. I'm giving it an A.
Hey,
I gotta drop back out.
I still gave it an A.
Yeah.
I gotta drop back out again, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna close it up, Chris. Just talk about your channel then.
The Real Review 3000. You can find me there. Chaos Central. Currently 3 nights a week with Anzo, Danny, and Geiskar's coming in now. Monday, tomorrow, we're doing a really good show again. Bringing back the chaotic conversation. Danny's going to be back now. That's on Mondays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesdays, Chaos List. No, I'm just talking about it. I got a ton of stuff thinking about it because I got to get shit done here because something's fucking up. Yeah, but Tuesday, Chaos List over on Big Ford Entertainment, and then Wednesday, currently the Rule of Three. We're working on a new title for it. On Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry. And then tonight you can find me on Name That Tune. Got all sorts of other stuff going on. And I might have to talk to you, LDG, about whatever the fuck's going on right now because something's not working. So
yes, sir. I'll be there.
Well, So
LDG, you go next so that you guys can go and do your thing.
Sorry.
Thanks. I got less
too.
Asshole. Freaking, I gotta leave now. Hey guys, what's going on? LDG Pixels here. If you haven't seen it, the reason why he needs me is the same reason why I exist. Tech support, computer issues, anything code related, trying to crack the algorithm, media, audio, visual, own a Mac, anything like that, guys, hit me up on LDG Pixels support channel. Here to help with any of your tech needs for free. And also on a newly renamed Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, where we do the waiting room. If you're not watching one of these fine people here, come join us. The waiting room is a place where we hang up our feet, sit as close together as we want, chit chat, open panels, open topics, promote those who deserve it. I kick you out, tell you to go watch other people, and then come back after they're done, guys. Also, we're doing, so Friday, WandaVision watch party, Saturday, Married with Children watch party. And guys, free the net. I can't do it without you guys. I'm sick and tired of what's going on. If you are with Facebook and Twitter and all the censorship and going on, guys, Project Prometheus, free the net, power over your digital footprint, control over what you want to see, think, and hear, and monetize your data. Thank you very much for having me, everybody. Love each and every one of you. LDG out.
Thanks for coming. Danny, you got to go. You're next.
Yeah, I got to go. Hey, I'm Comic Check. Tomorrow night, Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be back after a little hiatus. We're gonna have a chaotic conversation. We'll be ranking our top 5 favorite Star Wars characters. It doesn't matter what medium they're in, whether they're on cartoons, whether they're on live action, games, books. It doesn't matter. EU, canon. It does not matter if they ever existed in Star Wars lore. Then they can be considered in the countdown. Also, Tuesday will be on Anzo's channel, Chaos List. Whatever questions he have on there, it'll be a panel of us discussing those questions. Also, Wednesday, the Rule of Three, which, like Chris said earlier, we're trying to come up with a new name because Geiscar is now part of the team. We just recently, Saturday, had Square One. It was fantastic. I'm going to have another Square One because the GOAT is going to the Super Bowl. Woohoo! Whoop-de-doo-doo. I'm definitely going to discuss that come Saturday. So if you don't like Tom Brady, the hell with you. He's going back to the Super Bowl. If I'm not mistaken, his 10th Super Bowl. So I'm fucking ecstatic.
Don't bring up hockey.
Again,
yes, it's 10th.
Thank you, Anzo, for inviting me. Even though I'm not really a fan of this show. WandaVision, I'm a fan of this show, WandaVision Roundtable. Awesome group of people. Please support us, watch us. Everybody on here has good content and good ideas. Very knowledgeable in most of the topics that we speak on. Great team, great group of guys, and I consider myself lucky and honored to be a part of it. So until next Sunday, peace. I got to run to another stream.
As always, great hanging out with you, man.
That's great.
Later.
JJ, I know you got to go too. Go ahead.
No, everybody, no, y'all go ahead and finish because I know comics and positives ain't that quick because there's something I need to say.
All right, so positive. Comics, you're up.
All right. Hey, everybody, you can follow me on Minds. I prefer you follow me on Minds rather than Twitter at Comics Division, as well as my YouTube channel at Comics Division. Hopefully, at some point, I'll be putting out content again rather than just streaming. So, got some reviews I'm working on. I got them scripted, just need to record them. So, yeah.
Nice. I do appreciate you coming on the show, man. It's a pleasure having you on, guy.
Oh man, it's fun. I'm happy to be here. Thank you. Thank you very much, Hanzo.
No problem. Positive, you're up.
All right. Well, I got I probably should have dropped it earlier, but you know the reason why they're doing all these Hydra commercials, right?
Which is?
Well, yes, technically, Chris Evans is not playing Captain America ever again, but he is going to be.
God, if you say Hydra Cap, I'm going to scream.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Hydra Cap.
Really?
In Doctor Strange too.
Shit.
And that's why they're dropping all these Hydra commercials.
Okay.
Right. So tell the people about your channel, sir.
So yeah, he's not playing Captain America, and he's that's right, he's not, but he will be playing Hydra, Captain Hydra, whatever you want to call him, in Doctor Strange too. And
that Pleasant Hill vibe I've been getting makes a lot more sense now.
It does, though, eh?
Yeah. So that's the main thing. That's one of the reasons why they're dropping all these Hydra commercials. But yeah, he is going to feature prominently, and it's because of the multiverse aspect too. Obviously, now the multiverse, you can have good characters be bad characters and whatnot, and so that's basically what they're going to do. You know,
makes sense. Makes sense. All right, so tell the people about your channel, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm at Positive Candor. So yeah, I'll probably start up a new show called the Multiverse of Madness. I might as well, and feature what I think is going to happen in the Multiverse of Madness and what it's going to entail. You know, basically.
Great. Can't wait to see that. And I do appreciate you coming on to the show too. You got some good insight there, man. Deshka, you are up, my friend.
Well, Sunday you can find me here with Anzo and these great people on this panel. Mondays you can find me on Danny with the Chaos Central with the Chaotic Conversation. Tuesdays 9 p.m. on the Chaos List, and Wednesday 7 p.m. Rule of 3, and 9 p.m. on the OC.
Great. JJ.
All right.
You have the floor, my friend. Yes.
If you wouldn't mind. Thank you.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. You know where I can be found. I want to take a moment. This past Thursday, we lost a great. He may not have been a big YouTuber, but he was a friend of mine, and to me, a very good YouTuber. Mr. Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom passed away from a massive heart attack last Thursday. And anybody in the chat that hasn't met this man, I'm sorry to say that was you guys' loss. He was 53 years old and one of the best souls I ever met on this platform. That's all I wanted to say, because the word needs to get out. You know, we've lost another one. And you can, you know, I'm about to be over on Name That Tune. If you guys want to go over there and check that out over on the Han Stars channel. Me and Anzo and Chris Knight, the DJ. So I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming. Everybody on the panel, great to see you. Comics, I'm glad you're here. You're such a blast to hang out with. You can get rid of this now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because now it seems like I'm getting personal with the man.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Hey man, can I get a big hug?
Yeah, it's great hanging out with you again, JJ. It's fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, I like hanging out with all of you. And thanks everybody for coming on the show.
Awesome. I do appreciate it. And like I said, I do appreciate all you guys coming to hang out with me. I personally didn't know Captain Admiral Doom that much, but you know, you lose a soul, rest in peace. You know, my prayers go out to him and his family and everything like that, man.
Absolutely.
You know, because I know how it is to lose people. So, but with that being said, once again, guys, great show. I do appreciate you guys coming on. We'll be back next week for episode 4. Well, episode 3, but episode 4. So peace out, guys.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
At last, that's why